Well, hi guys and girls, it's Emma again. Welcome back to the spare room. This is a bit of a purchase I made back in March before I went to America, and they've finally just come home. These were bought at Grays Online, which is an auction house here in Australia. There's a lot of reasonable buys there, but unless the auction's local, and in Australia it's not very often, you buy sight unseen. Everyone else does too, mostly, so there's bargains to be had. I bought a box of cutters, and this is about a third of them, I guess. I went through the box and when they've arrived, and really these are the ones that will almost fit my machine, I guess. There's some pretty good stuff here, and there's some moderately crappy stuff here. And quite a lot of it could do with the sharpen. Some of it has teeth missing, not very many. There's a few chipped corners, but that probably happened in transit. My friend Gert in Sydney, he went and collected them for me from the auction and hung on to them for a bit until I was ready to ship them up here. He made a box for them, and the box weighed 78 kilos all up. Now I've rehomed some of the big ones, or a lot of the big ones, and whether they're on permanent loan or whether they'll get paid for or whatever, I really don't know. I don't care much, but these have cost me about $6 each, which is really fantastic. And you look at, a lot of them are really, really nice cutters. So they're all inch, well, they're nearly all. Some of them have got spacers, but they're nearly all inch inside diameter. Some of them are in pretty good condition. It's got a few dull corners, but wouldn't take a lot of sharpening. There's some funny profiles, which is all good fun. These really need putting in on a rack or something, and we'll have to think about that. Most of them are offset, that one's not. And there's a few straight slitting saws as well. Some of them have seen better days. That one's been gulleted and sharpened a few times. And some of them are nearly brand new. This one's probably just been resharpened, but it's nearly got all the wax on it. There's one corner there's missing, but he looks the same profile as this one, which must have been a profile they used in the factory that closed down that I bought these from. There's another one as well. That's a little round profile one, it's about 5mm across. And there's quite a few of these. They're all English and American brands. And that's a cutter that I'm going to use a fair bit, little 3/16 by 3-inch cutter. Some of them were new in their boxes, and that it's been sharpened once, I think, but it's not too shabby. That one looks like about a 12mm, half-inch radius. 9/16 it says, 9/16 radius. Convex cutter. There's a couple of cutters in here. I didn't count them before. That one's had the corners rounded off on him, as has that one. They look pretty much the same. Whether they're a match set or not, I'm not sure, but there could be a pair of them there. TEC cutters. Side and face quarter 3 by 5/16 by inch. This one's a Sutton, which is Australian made. Looking for a label there, I can't see one. Doesn't look like it's got one. It'll be written on the cutter, I guess. This one's pretty sharp. 4x7/8. Whether my lathe's got what it takes to spin that, I don't know. But we'll have a look. And that's a big cutter, that's a 5x3/4, which is brand new. So there's some bargains amongst them. Absolutely. There's this spindle, which is inch mandrel, to go in what looks like a Clarkson chuck maybe. That's on so tight that there's no way you can get it off. Don't know what to do about that. Whether I throw the whole thing away, or whether I chop the nut, or whether I get it hot, or whether I just find a bigger spanner. I'm not sure yet, but it is left hand thread and I'm aware of that. But it is pretty tight. Someone's put it on and then spun it up. There's a little straight cut parallel side cutter. Whether that's much good, it's seen a bit of abuse, but it still looks reasonably sharp. A lot of these have got the corners taken off them, as has that one. Eventually I have a tool and cutter grinder and I'll be able to just touch them all up, but that one looks nearly brand new. One of these corners here has got a bit of a chip on it, where it's been kicking around, which is a pity. Just looking for it, can't see it there now. But looking at it, I don't think it's been resharpened because it hasn't been relieved on the sides here, and it looks like a pretty good cutter. Maybe it's this one that had chip on it. As now. Can't really see it either. But anyway. I thought I'd give you a look at those. These appear to be a match set or a triple for gang milling. I'm not sure what the profile's for. Someone might know. It looks like they're probably about 60 degrees, something like that. Nice little cutters, they might be useful for something. This pair here, they're tied together, so I'm guessing they're a matched pair. They've been sharpened together. Might be useful for something. I might do some gang milling. Let's see if the milling machine will drive that. That one's really sharp. These are all over the place. Some of them are, some of them aren't. This one's an interesting profile too. I'm not sure what you would use that for. But there's been a cutter made for something, or ground for something, or bought for something. Anyway, that's a bit of a prize that arrived this week. I'm really happy with those. There's certainly enough cutters there to get started. And it'll relieve the back pocket a bit by making it less inevitable that I've got to buy new cutters for my milling machine. So thought you all might like a look. For Bruce Witham, there's no involute or no gear cutters in there at all. So I would have been hanging on to them if there was. Most of them are just side and face cutters, and some of them are just face cutters. But good haul, I think. Someone will know more about these than I do. Thanks for watching. Be kind to each other, and more soon, guys and girls.